Our next award goes to a man whose outstanding work has literally transformed billions of lives across the planet. This man invented the World Wide Web. But before we meet him, ladies and gentlemen, to present the award, please welcome Prime Minister David Cameron and his lovely wife, Samantha.
Tonight's special award for outstanding achievement goes to a truly great Briton, an inventor who stands alongside the likes of Alexander Bell and John Logie Baird as great British inventors whose creations have quite literally changed the world. And it's a great honour to present the special award for outstanding achievement to Sir Tim Berners-Lee.
The World Wide Web. Never before has one single invention brought humanity closer together. And it's all down to one British man. In 1989, London-born Tim Berners-Lee was an obscure scientist with an extraordinary passion for computers.
Tim had always had this interest in using computers to connect information together.
But the world of computing was in a very primitive state.
Before the 1990s, before the web, the internet existed, but it was a pretty impenetrable forest.
And the internet was really there for the geeks.
There was no such thing as a website until Tim had his brainwave.
In 1989, the World Wide Web was born.
And the basic language that Tim created is now part of our everyday vocabulary. HTTP, www, and / they're all his.
He came up with very simple standards that allowed information to flow from one computer to another.
Without that standard way of doing things, that all browsers had an agreed understanding of what they would get when they accessed the site, we would have never had the environment we have today.
And to do that and then give it to us for nothing. Wow.
And that just unleashed all the creativity of the world.
For a guy that's changed the world, he wears his fame with a charming humility.
I think he is one of the most self-effacing people I know.
25 years since his pioneering feats, Tim continues to champion the web.
He's not just this guy who did something amazing some years ago.
He's fighting to make sure the web is as powerful for the next billion people on Earth as it has been for the first 4 billion people.
Tim has to be up there with the greatest British innovators.
We'd obviously say Sir Isaac Newton, we'd clearly say Brunel, but I personally would say Sir Tim Berners-Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sir Tim Berners-Lee.
Congratulations. Thank you. Well done.
Now, obviously, the World Wide Web is now, what, about 15 years old? 25 years old. I'm not very good at numbers, Tim. It's about 25 years old. How do you see it progressing in the future?
Less than half the world actually use it. Hopefully it'll become, almost all the world will be able to use it, and it will become a really open space.
Could you do us all a favour? Could you actually invent something in the near future that would stop Piers Morgan from tweeting?
We've been working on that for so long.
Thank you, Prime Minister, and thank you, Samantha, for coming in. And congratulations to the wonderful Sir Tim Berners-Lee.